LP Field, located in the heart of Music City, will be our host for this one between Miami and Tennessee. Now we'll go to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth for the opening kickoff. Tom?
We couldn't have asked for a better day for football as we get ready for today's game. Welcome, everyone. Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth here with a call. He'll return it from the 1. The teams are set. Fans are excited. Let's get this game underway. Their offense will step onto the field for the first time, hoping to come away with some points on this possession. Tennessee is going with the offset I backfield.
Let's go, baby. Right 20. Right 20. Somebody make a play. Let's get that ball back.
He's looking to throw. Young will be sacked. Everything seemed to work exactly how they drew it up on that one.
I don't think there's any play in football that's prettier than a perfectly executed blitz. If you time out the snap count, if you disguise it, if you don't tip it to the quarterback, you end up with results like that. Big sacks, big plays.
They give it to the tailback. Cuts back and he's dropped. Takes the handoff and responds with a 7-yard gain. Tennessee will line up in a jumbo set here. Hall gets the call. He fights forward to about the 33. Got a couple, but will still be short of the marker.
Great play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that.
Punts it. Makes the fair catch. The offense will start at the 23-yard line. First down now and 10 to go. Again in motion. McCown will hand it off. He's dropped at the 33. Great job of the running back. That's a gain of 9. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. The backfield is in the offset I formation.
Let's go, baby. Get the ball out. Blue 45. Blue 45. Let's go. Come on. Rush. Hey, watch the sideline.
The halfback with the carry. He's brought down at about the 39-yard line. I have to say, that was an impressive run on the play.
In the NFL, if you can run the ball for 7 yards and a first down, it just puts so much pressure on the defense because now they have to play the run and they have to play the pass.
He gets knocked out of bounds around the 36-yard line, and the defense forces him out for a loss.
Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Although I'll take that back. He hit out of bounds on that one.
And they get him at the 37. That looks like a 1-yard gain.
And Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
He drops back, looks for a man open, makes the catch. He's tackled around the 46-yard line. They complete the pass on 3rd and long, but they'll end up short of the marker.
You can see the confidence level of this defense. They know they can make open field tackles, and that's probably one of the great lost arts in the game. The ability to make the tackle in the open field and stop them short of the first down. Good play defensively there.
The offense takes the field, hoping to put something together after their last drive ended in a 3-and-out.
Go make this run, baby.
White alone in the backfield.
Close right. Let's go, baby.
Young calls for motion right.
Right 20. Hard ball. Watch the draw. Hard count.
Young gives it up the middle. He's brought down at the 16. Nothing doing on the halfback delay. 2nd and 9 coming up here. The Titans come out in the ace formation.
Right 20. Left call. Screen, dog, screen.
On the ground with a tailback. He's dropped at the 16-yard line. That run picked up a yard, maybe less, and so it'll be third down. They come out in the nickel.
Let's go, man. Right 20. Right 20. Here we go, D. Alert, Marcus. Come on, little hustle.
Back to throw. Defense closing in. Tackle at the 30. He shows no hesitation and gets it in there to get the first down.
Yeah, you wouldn't hesitate either if you were standing back there in the pocket. I say the heck with it. Get it out of there fast. Let somebody else handle it for a little while.
Right 20. Right 20.
They'll keep it on the ground again. They tackle him for a loss. What can they do to slow his pursuit down?
So many times it's up to that backside blocker to get his guy on the ground, and it sounds ugly, but typically those guys are chopping at their knees and trying to knock them off their feet, so there's some cutback lanes.
Throws it. They don't hook up. He overthrew his target on that last one.
And the defense came after him with the blitz, and you see the net result of that. You don't always get a sack, but sometimes if you can just rush the quarterback, it is a positive net result for the defense.
Looks to pass. He's under pressure. He's there for the catch. At the 40. And they get him around the 29-yard line. The defense came with the blitz that time.
And defensively, you just can't ask for any better coverage than that. They are right there, but when you have a strong-arm quarterback like that, sometimes he can squeeze it into holes that others can't.
First down, 10 to go. Only one man back. He drops back to pass. He throws right. Brought down around the 20-yard line. He's there for the catch once again. That's number 2 on this offensive possession.
Yeah, you hear all the time about quarterbacks getting into a rhythm, but sometimes a quarterback and a receiver can get into a rhythm where the quarterback begins to look to one guy a little bit more because he feels more comfortable, and I think that's beginning to happen now.
They hand it off. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Good work by the defensive line there.
Yeah, it's really up to the offensive line to at least get your running back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe from there it's his responsibility, but if you can't block any better than that, it's going to be a tough day for this running back.
Young hands off. Tackled at the 18-yard line. Great play calling on third down again.
And how often do we talk about it? Third down conversions. You go back, you look at that statistic at the end of the game, and more often than not, the team that converts on third down comes out on top.
Looks to pass. Passes to his left. Hit him in the hands, but he can't hang on. And he just managed to get a piece of it. Nice play by the defender.
And as a receiver, you really have to do a better job of coming back to the football at that point. You have to help the quarterback.
Right 20. Right 20. Come on, dog, let's go. Right. Watch draw. Come on, D, let's go.
The defense has him surrounded. Pass is complete. He's pushed out at the 11. Excellent poise under pressure on that pass play with the defense closing in.
Nice play there. It's only 7 yards, but that's the kind of underneath throw that eventually opens up some throws down the field.
Right 20. Right 20.
Someone jumped early down there.
Full start, offense.
And we'll replay third down.
And the quarterback's thinking, thanks a lot, guys. Now we have some heavy-duty lifting to do.
Let's stop it right now. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go, man. Right 20. Right 20. Hey, let's go now.
On play action, he's going to take off. They finally get him, and it looked like he would score, but instead they'll set it up with 1st and goal. They're packed in tight on the line. Another run. Brought down behind the line. He couldn't get anywhere on that one.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
Tennessee lines up in the offset eye this time.
Let's go, man. Other side. White 20. White 20. Wide, Trent.
White on the handoff. He's tackled around the 5-yard line. And the halfback carries for a pickup of 3. They'll come out in bunch formation. All kinds of pressure. Defender gets his hand on it, and the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And those are the kind of big 3rd down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
And right down the middle. Not much doubt as he puts that one right through the upright. Here's the kick. From his own goal line. Hit and dropped at the 26-yard line. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. McCown back in the shotgun. McCown will look to pass. With the catch. And he's knocked out around the 34-yard line. And simply a great throw there.
Yeah, that really was a nice touch that time. Perfect sort of combination of velocity and touch. A very catchable ball thrown by this quarterback so that you don't have to overly focus on what you're doing and you can get your eyes back down the field, try and get a good run after the catch.
Nothing doing. They stop him for a loss.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go.
He's running out of time. Brings it in. He's brought down right around the 38-yard line. And that will be enough for the 1st down.
You know, it really wasn't a horrible call that time by the defense, but anytime you have to try and stop an offense like this in those medium yardage situations, you really have to come up in the coverage.
McCown will look to throw. And it's caught wide open. And they get him around the 34-yard line. That was a nice play.
Yeah, the quarterback and receiver read that one all the way and took advantage of the blitz to come up with a big-time play.
Only one man back.
Blue 45. Scatter. Over tough, 2 straight.
Hit and drop behind the line. The defense just ate up that play.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Brown gets the carry right side. And he makes it out to about the 34-yard line. No gain, and that makes it 3rd down. 3rd down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. McCown back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. And they can't connect. The tight end couldn't make the grab.
And sometimes you get used to throwing to those speedy wide receivers, and the tight ends are just a stride slower, and you saw it there.
Gets it away cleanly. It'll go out at the 11-yard line. They had to settle for a field goal on their last drive. They take the field again, looking to put up another score.
Let's go now. Let's go.
The backfield is in the offset I formation.
Right 20. Right 20. Let's go. Right, left. What's the call?
He drops back. Moves up in the pocket. Catch is made. Brought down at the 18-yard line. Good pocket presence shown as the quarterback was able to get rid of it just before the pressure got to him.
Good play design there. Very solid protection. Gave the quarterback time to examine the whole field until he finally found the open man.
They go with the option. Dropped behind the line. That safety just came flying in there to make the tackle.
It is just so difficult for offensive lines to account for the safety. Typically, that's the one free runner that you have. And if you have a top-flight safety back there that can come in and make those kinds of plays, it really helps your run defense.
He throws on the run. It's picked. At the 30, he's brought down at the 21. And the safety made a really nice play on the ball to grab that interception.
You know, this safety is known for his big hits, but that time it was his soft hands that made the difference.
They line up at the 21. They line up in the shotgun.
Touch. Blue 45. Blue 45. Here we go, team. Same thing.
He's looking to throw. And they drop him for the sack. They're going to have to figure out a way to block him or he's going to keep getting back there.
You know, I couldn't agree more. This is one of those guys that's sneaky fast. Even when I watch him on tape, he looks fast and he looks talented, but then you see him in person, and all of a sudden he's turning that corner so much faster. I think the same thing's happened to this offensive line. They weren't ready for this.
That's a 7-yard gain. That'll bring up third down. Miami lines up in a shotgun set. They'll keep it on the ground again. And he makes it out to about the 14-yard line. And that will bring up a fourth down.
Well, that's just a big run stop right there. You have a very proud defensive line that was just going to take control of that situation.
Here's the kick. And it's good. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. The kick. From the 7. He's hammered at the 31. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game.
Let's go, baby. Right 20. Right 20. Let's go. We're up. Toby 32. Toby 32. Come on now. Hey, get off.
White on the handoff. And they get him at about the 33-yard line. A couple of yards there.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
They run a counter. He gets out to about the 35-yard line. They pick up 2 yards, and so it'll be third down. 3rd and 6. Ball on the 35. Young lines up in the shotgun.
Right 20. Right touch. Grace line. Left 21.
They hand it off. He lost yardage on the play. What happened on that series, Chris?
The defense was good and the offense stunk, Tom. What else you need to know?
Ginn is back awaiting the punt. He gets it away. Makes the fair catch. The offense was only able to muster a field goal on their last drive. We'll see what they do with this possession. The Dolphins line up in a goal line formation. setting up play action. Surveys the field. Comes down with it. Tackled at the 37. That pass is good for a first down.
And he had some zip on that one, didn't he? He reared back and threw that one about as hard as he could.
New 45! New 45!
He drops back, rifles it out there. He's dropped right around the 46-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch with the wideout.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
They hand it off. Brought down at the 49-yard line. They get 2 yards. That'll bring up second down. Only one man back. Drops back to pass. Looking for an open man. Bad luck as he drops it. Again was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. They line up at the 49. McCown is under center. He has 2 tight ends. Looks to pass. Dumps it out right. Tackled at the 41-yard line. He found his tight end for a first down.
There's nothing better for a quarterback than to have a big-bodied guy like that can catch the football. Nice play.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 41. Lining up with 3 wide. Miami sends a man in motion to the right.
New 45!
They'll throw on first down. Gets the ball away. He's brought down around the 26-yard line. He made the right read on that pass.
Nice play that time by the quarterback. You know, we talk about progressions and going from one receiver to the next, but this quarterback is doing a great job in the pre-snap read, knowing who the first guy will be and getting him the football.
Let's go left. Left. Tiger.
Sets up the play action. Gets the pass away. Wilford dropped the wide open pass. Wilford wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. This is the 8th play of this drive.
Seat 6. You have won a gift certificate worth $1,000 at the Stadium Souvenir Shop.
He's looking to throw. He throws it. And he catches it. And they get him at the 12. That was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, great throw, but maybe even a better read. He understood by watching what the defense did after the snap of the football exactly where to go with that ball.
New 45!
Drops back on first down. Throws it short. It's completed. He's dropped right around the 10-yard line. He just couldn't make anything happen after bringing that one in.
And that play is really all about the closing speed on defense. They'll let you have the completion, but then they close quickly and make the play.
He's tackled at the 7. Just about 3 yards there.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Looking to throw. With the throw. He brings it in. Touchdown. The coaches have to be happy with that one.
Yeah, I guess they are. Anytime you draw up a play and it works to perfection like that, everybody's happy except the defense.
Lining up for the point after. And the point after is good. And here's your drive summary for that last series. Great kick here. Won't be stopped. They get him at the 24-yard line. The defense played exceptionally well the last time this offense had the ball. Offset I formation in the backfield. Fakes the run. He decides to run, and they get him at the 25. He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage on that scramble. The Titans come out with the offset I.
Right 20. Right 20. Switch. We up. Swim. Here we go.
Little handoff. He gets out to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3 yards.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Go, man. Right 20. Right 20. Lou. Left. Keep your head, baby. Keep your head.
Hands it to the back. Brought down at the 31. And they get no push by the offensive line.
Oh, yeah, they did. They were all moonwalking on that play. They were pushing. They were just pushing and going backwards.
Gets it away cleanly. Again, fields it at the 26. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. I'm sure they would have liked to have gotten a little better return out of him there.
Yeah, he really didn't have much of a chance at all to make anything happen there. I mean, I know this guy's a dangerous punt return guy, but you can't do it on your own.
They hand it off. Tackled at the 34. Gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down. So second down now. The offense needs about 4 for the first. It's the tailback. He's dropped for a loss. Disappointing loss there for the offense.
Yeah, it really just throws you off rhythm to have a play that gains nothing. You know, you're going to get something, 2, 3, 4 yards, and it keeps you in that rhythm. But when a defense makes a play like that, it really throws your offense off.
Nice play fake. He throws right. Steps out at about the 35-yard line. They complete the pass, but it won't be enough for the first.
Yeah, that's one of those balls that looks good in the stats for the quarterback because he gets a completion, but for this offense, it's going to bring up fourth down. Huge play defensively to make that stop.
Fields punts it, and he kicked this one pretty well. Carr takes it at the 21, and they get him at the 32-yard line. And that was a nice little punt return there.
Wow, I thought he was gone for a second. They did a good job getting to him, at least preventing the touchdown. Of course, they wouldn't have to chase him down like that if they'd have done a better job covering the punt.
Little handoff. They tackle him for a loss. Tried to find something, but there wasn't anything there for him.
Yeah, not anything at all. And as a running back, you're probably going back to the huddle going, guys, a little help, please?
Right 20. Right 20. What the fake?
The halfback with the carry. He's dropped at the 29-yard line. White comes away with 2 yards on the carry. They'll bring in their dime package.
Let's go, baby. Right 20. Right 20. Hey.
Looking to throw. Gets the throw off. He's brought down at the 46-yard line. So on third down, he finds his receiver and gets a big gain.
Receivers who can make plays like that on third down tend to have nice, long careers.
Go, man.
Drops back. On the run, he throws it. It's a loose ball. The dive on the fumble. That one almost cost them possession.
Wide receivers aren't necessarily the strongest guys on the field, and a lot of times they get that ball ripped out of there.
Right 20. Keep playing, fellas.
Young looking to pass. And the defense has a heavy rush. Tackled at the 26-yard line. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football, but you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure.
They'll give it off here. The defender gets him to the ground. A pickup of about 3.
Middle linebacker blitzed on that one, and you could see that the quarterback just didn't see it in time to audible out of that play, and let's give credit to the defense. They won that battle.
Drops back to pass. Passes the ball. And it's completed. Touchdown. Nice play call on that one to get the ball in the receiver's hands.
Well, this quarterback isn't always perfect, but when he gets hot, he can make throws like that in the small spots that are so impressive.
The kick is up. It's good. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. Kicks this one deep. Again, fields it at the 2. He's hammered at the 24-yard line. They didn't look sharp on their last drive and were forced to punt it away. Miami lines up in a shotgun set.
Come on, Dennis. Luke 45. Luke 45. Come on. Friday.
Passes it. There for the catch. He laid it in there perfectly. That was a well-thrown ball.
And we talk so much about arm strength for the quarterback position, but sometimes you have to be able to put a little touch on it, and that was pretty.
Play. 398. Right. 398. Right. Goes right.
Sets up the play action. Brings this one in. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 4 on that one.
As a quarterback, sometimes you just have to see a play breaking down and get rid of the football and try it again on the next down.
Drops back to pass. Crosses the line. He's dropped at the 47-yard line. They weren't ready for a run by the quarterback.
Yeah, and the key is making that first pass rusher miss you. More often than not, there's one guy in your way. You can make that first guy miss. A lot of times those defenders have their backs turned and are running away from you.
Setting up play action. Flag on the play. And this one looks like it's going to come back.
Come on, guys.
Holding offense.
It'll be third down.
You know, around football's hard enough in the Triple League, but when you start adding yards, it get even tougher.
Hand dropping back to the get him at 45.
You see the quarterback that time trying to look the safety. The safety is simply too hard to say none of it and jump from Maynard.
First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. White, the lone back.
What's that screen over here? This dude right here tight. Right 20. Right 20. Right. We need that right.
Looks to pass. Throws to his left. It's tipped. What a play by the defender.
And the quarterback really caught a break on that one, that wasn't intercepted.
They'll face second down and 10. Ball on the 45. Tennessee lines up in a double tight set. Young sends a man in motion.
Screen here, Twan. Screen.
Throws on the run. He's brought down at the 34. And a pretty smart play call right there.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play action pass. Just so hard to defend.
Gives to the back. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Get run by Dar from halfback. Second down and 5. Ball on the 29. White lines up as the deep back. I formation.
Here you go, baby. Right 20. Right 20. Hey. Turbo. I got him.
Feeds it to the back. What a hit. I don't think he even saw that guy. 2-yard pickup.
Boy, he just took a shot on that one. As a running back, the last thing in the world you want is a short gain and a big hit.
Alert, Marcus! Keep coming. Hey.
He fakes it. Under heavy pressure, pass completed. He's tackled right around the 24-yard line. Still not quite enough, however. They'll still be facing 4th down. Tennessee is looking to go up by 3. And he got plenty of distance on this one. And right down the middle. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. The kick. Hit and dropped at the 29-yard line. The quarterback leads his offense back onto the field after turning it over on their last drive. They line up in the I formation.
Left call. Blue 45. Here we go. Blue 45. Tiger. Get your hands up up front.
It's the tailback. And they get him at the 30. The halfback picks up a yard. McCown is lined up under center. They'll line up in single back. Feeds it to the back. He's going to be tackled for a loss. That defensive lineman just seems to have a knack for finding the ball carrier.
You know, listen, I would never want to block a defensive lineman. So, I've seen these guys. I know these guys. They're big and they're nasty. But at least from an offensive standpoint, you have to try to get in their way.
Looking to throw. He threw off his back foot. Tackled at the 37. Despite the great effort, it will still bring up 4th. Fields is waiting for the snap. Here's the kick. He got some distance on it. Carr fields it at the 22. He's tackled at the 24-yard line. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return.
No question about it. He needs a little more help out of his blockers than he got right there. This is a dangerous guy, and if he can get in some open space, he can create some problems for you, but just no space to be found there.
Come on, make a play.
Drops back on 1st down. Passes it out. It's intercepted. And they get him right around the 18-yard line. And that was a poor decision on the part of the quarterback.
And I still don't know why he made that throw. I mean, the coverage was there. There was absolutely no spot to put that ball, and he threw it anyway.
From the 19-yard line. McCown is under center. They'll come up in an I this time. McCown hands it off straight ahead. Tackled around the 15-yard line. Brown gains about 4 yards on the play. It's 2nd down, 6 to go. The backfield is in the offset I formation.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Brown gets it on a counter left. He fights forward to about the 13. Brown gains around 2 yards there on the misdirection run.
Let's go, keep playing. I'm trying to get you over there, baby.
Brown is the deep back as they line up in the I.
Roll along. 388. 388.
McCown drops back to pass. The defense has him surrounded. He's dropped at the 9. That was a decent gain there on the pass.
Yeah, no hesitation whatsoever. He hit that back foot, planted, threw the ball, knew exactly what he wanted to do.
Let's go. Watch the ball. Blue 45. Blue 45. Tiger.
They go with the toss. He didn't get back to the line. This defense is definitely not afraid to use their safeties in run support.
And as a quarterback, you have to start to recognize that. You just can't allow that safety to keep sniffing around that 8th man in the box and not throw the football. Essentially, they're daring this offense to throw it, and they're not taking advantage.
Sets up the play action. And it's caught. He gets in for 6. How did he get open for such a big gain?
Well, it just goes to show that you don't have to be the fastest guy on the football field to get open. That time, some physical play, getting off the line of scrimmage, a good quick cut, and he gets it in for the touchdown.
And they line up for the extra point. Up and good. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Nice kick, plenty of distance. From his own goal line. Drop at the 25. It'll be interesting to see how this quarterback reacts after throwing an interception on his last drive. From the gun.
White 20. Hey. Here we go.
Drops back. Guns it out. Makes the grab. He's pushed out at about the 31. Pretty good read on that play to find the open man.
And that's an area where he excels. He works his way through his progressions quickly and doesn't hesitate when he sees a receiver break free in coverage.
White 20. Let's go get it. I'm just sitting there.
Back to throw. Throws out to the right. White can't make the catch. White was the intended receiver, but the pass fell incomplete. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on 3rd down.
White 20. Get it. You fell asleep. Play it.
Play fake. Gets the pass out. It's picked off. He's tackled at the 44-yard line. That's 3 interceptions already. This offense has to do something to turn it around.
Well, it's easy to blame the quarterback, but all day we've seen pressure. We've seen these receivers covered. It has been a team disaster thus far.
He looks to throw on 1st down. And he caught it. And they get him at the 29-yard line. You can tell these guys practice that play quite a bit.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of timing we're seeing today.
He drops back to pass. With the pass. And he's out of bounds, incomplete. The quarterback led the receiver just a little too much.
Yeah, he put a little too much on that pass and forced the receiver to make the catch out of bounds.
Back to pass. Moves up in the pocket. Batted away. An excellent job by the defense of disrupting that last play.
And that was really on the wide receiver. Not much of a route, very little separation, and gave the defense a chance to make that play.
He's looking to throw. Throws while on the run. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. Incomplete pass to bring up 4th down. We're probably looking at a field goal attempt right here.
The one thing you learn pretty early on in the NFL that settling for field goals usually gets you beat.
And he got plenty of distance on this one. It's wide right. The snap was good, the hold was good, but he just couldn't get it through the uprights.
And this is professional football. That's your job. That's a kick that when everything else is right, you have to drill that one.
White 20. White 20. Let's go, Will.
Drops back on first down. He throws on the run. Tackled at the 43-yard line. He was lucky to get that one off. He was under a lot of pressure in the pocket.
Little 7-yard throws like that have really become the staple of the National Football League. So many defenses now not allowing the big throws down the field. You have to be willing to take throws just like that.
They'll throw on first down. Makes the reception. He's tackled at about the 33-yard line. Talk about a throw.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about one like that being intercepted. Nobody on the defensive side could have caught that bullet.
White 20. Come on, D.
Drops back. Strong throw. Brought down right around the 16-yard line. Another positive gain through the air.
And it really helps when the quarterback gets the kind of protection he's getting so far in this one. This offensive line's doing a nice job building a pocket for this quarterback, and that's creating some nice passing lanes.
From the 17-yard line. Right down the middle. Solid kick that time, and he puts it right through the uprights, converting for the field goal. The kick is away. Again, fields it at the goal line. He's tackled at the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 26-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go get it, baby. Roger. Bang right.
They give it to the tailback. He's brought down at the 29-yard line. We played one half of football, and our score is the Dolphins 17, the Titans 16. Kicks it off. Drilled at the 21-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. I formation here. Dumps it out right. And he's out around the 24-yard line. Not much of a gain at all on that first down completion.
Pretty tough sometimes when a quarterback is looking at his first read, it's not there. The second read is there, but he knows his guy is going to get hit immediately afterwards, and that's what happened there. They took away the first and second read.
Little handoff. Hit and drop behind the line. That cornerback just made this offense look bad.
One of the tough things about trying to get a cornerback blocked is how athletic those guys are. If you're a fullback or an offensive lineman or somebody out in front trying to make that block, it's just tough to get a hand on those guys. They're quick.
And for as good of a catch as that was, this offense now has to deal with a 4th down. The defense looks like they're going to send in the cavalry on this one. He punts it. Carr fields it at the 30. He's dropped at the 38. And that return should set this offense up nicely.
He did a good job there finding a seam and getting up the field. You know, a lot of people don't realize that being a punt returner or a kick returner is one of the toughest jobs in the NFL. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong and only a few that can really go right.
They'll give it off here. Brought down behind the line. Nice job by the defensive end to get in there and get the tackle for the loss.
This guy's really one of the strengths on this defense. Not only is he able to turn the corner and get some pressure on the quarterback, but he's rock solid against the run.
Let's get off. Don't give him a yard.
Young back to throw. Rockets it. Is there for the catch. And he made a great open field tackle. Strong, accurate throw leads to a pretty good gain.
Now, they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
He throws it. There for the reception. That one worked just as they drew it up.
Good pass, good catch, I agree. Sometimes there's really nothing you can do as a defense to stop a well-executed pass play.
Play 3, man. Let's go.
Little handoff. He's brought down around the 40-yard line. 1 yard gain on the play. That brings up second down.
Let's go left. Left. Hey, let's go now.
They line up with one running back in the backfield, 3 wide.
Let's go, Ben. Close, open right. White 20. White 20. Play. There you go, G. Watch the run now. Watch the run.
Back to throw. With the pass. He's tackled at the 27-yard line. That's the arm strength we've been talking about all week.
And you know the amazing thing about this guy, we all talk about his arm strength, but did you see how fluid that delivery was? He didn't even look like he was trying to throw it hard.
White 20.
Young gives it up the middle. Tackled at the 26-yard line. Gain of under a yard. That'll bring up second down. They line up at the 26. Tennessee comes out with 3 receivers in a single back formation.
White 20. White 20. Hey, you get ready to play some D, baby. Hit him wrong.
Young back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. Allen gets his hand on it. A great play by the defense to knock the ball away.
And these defenders have been close all day. You better be careful if you're the quarterback. One of those is going to turn into an interception.
Go. Close left. Switch. White 20. White 20.
Drops back. Gets it off. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up fourth down.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on third down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
Set down. The kick is up. This one will fall left. Well, it looked like the set down was good. Maybe he lost his footing a little when he went to step into that one. You know, if kickers get out of their rhythm just a little bit, they can really miss a kick badly. And the score remains the Titans 16, the Dolphins 17. Looking to throw. Surveys the field. On the run, he throws it. He's dropped at about the 47-yard line. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Martin comes in motion. First down, looking to throw. He's going to run, and they get him at the 44-yard line. So the quarterback picks up about 8 on the scramble. They'll come out in the I. Fasano takes off to the right side. He's looking to throw. Throws it out. Completed. And a nice pick up there.
Nice play that time. The defense came with the blitz there. He made a good read, delivered a nice ball in there to the open man.
1 man in the backfield. The counter. Hit hard at the 35. The defense got the job done on that play.
Really impressive play that time by this defensive line. It wasn't just one guy, but every guy up front just dominating their guy at the point of attack.
On the ground, up the middle. Brought down at the 34-yard line. He got what he could, and it wasn't much.
And you can really see the defensive play calling becoming a little more aggressive now. They're blitzing on passing downs, they'll blitz on run downs, and that can really put a lot of pressure on an offensive line.
Back to pass. scans the field, makes the catch, and he dropped him in the open field. That last catch puts him over 100 receiving yards.
And one of the things I like watching about this receiver is that he understands how to read coverages. More often than not, a wide receiver has to understand reading coverages at least as well as the quarterback. Otherwise, the quarterback will see one thing and the receiver another.
Brown only gets about a yard there on the draw. 2nd and 9 coming up here. And this is the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go quick game, 44 press. 44 press. 88. Hey, come on.
And they'll run him again. He's tackled right around the 14-yard line. Brown gets 3 yards on the play. McCown is in the gun. 3 receivers wide this time.
Blue 45.
McCown back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. They finally bring him down, and it's 1st and goal. That was a big-time play by the receiver.
And talking to this receiver earlier this week, he told me he had a lot of plays in the playbook, and he thought he was going to have a big day.
That's hot, man. Hey, don't lose your bite. 48, smash free. 48. Look on the run. Let's stop it right now. What you doing?
On play action. And he's dragged down for the sack. It seems these days being a defensive end isn't just all about trying to run your blocker over to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, you see more and more of these guys that are a little undersized for defensive linemen, but they make up for that size and bulk with great speed and agility. If they can turn the corner, they can really make a difference in a game.
They're going to pitch it. Fights forward to about the 10. Not a lot on that play.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
48.
McCown back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. It's incomplete. They went with a sideline pass, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
And that would have been a spectacular catch if he'd been able to come up with that one, just thrown a little bit too far outside.
Set down. The kick is up. Good job putting that kick right on target, and it goes through for 3 points. Excellent kick here. He'll return it from the 1. Sheds one tackler. He's tackled at the 27-yard line. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. Young is lined up under center. 2 tight ends in the formation.
Right 20. Right 20. Let the hook. Let the hook. Get off, baby. Get off.
Tackled at the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. From their own 33-yard line. Offset I formation in the backfield.
Let's go, man. Come on. Let's get off. 3-7 fullback gap. Empty.
He's looking to throw. Throws it short. He's there for the catch. Brought down at the 42. Nice pass play.
It really was in the 80s that we first started seeing offenses throwing the ball to the fullback. You know, for so many years, those guys were just big blockers.
Right 20. Right 20. Regular. Tiger. Come on.
Gives it off. He's brought down at the 46-yard line. White gains around 3 yards on the run.
Inside.
White alone in the backfield.
King's right. Right 20. Watch the ball. Cut. Quick game, 44 screw. Wait for. Stay right.
Young with the give. He's dropped at the 46-yard line, and that's a gain of about 8. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 46. Young is under center. Only one in the backfield this time.
Right 20. Come on, come on. Let's go, fellas.
Throws it short. Pass is complete. Tackled at the 13. What a play.
We've seen this tight end doing such a nice job all day blocking, and now when he gets in the open field, he makes an explosive play.
They'll have 1st and 10 once again after that big gain through the air.
Real. Toby 32, Toby 32. Right 20. Right 20. Roger. Left 21. Gotcha. Back. Team.
Fakes the run. With the catch. That'll go for a 1-yard loss.
Boy, that's just great anticipation by the defense there. They saw that play coming and were all over it.
The Titans come out in a 2 tight end set.
Right 20. Right 20. Over watch, red man. Right. Reload.
On play action. Passes to his right. Horboard gets the interception. Great catch by the linebacker. Not a smart throw from the quarterback.
You know, it's hard to believe that you can lose a guy that big, but sometimes those linebackers dropping underneath in coverage, quarterbacks just don't see him, and he threw it right to him.
Nice play fake. He scrambles around. He rolls right. He's dropped. McCown was brought down for the sack. 2nd down and a long 12. Ball on their own 15. McCown lines up under center. 2 tight ends in the formation. Brought down at the 17. Gain of 2.
Very effective call that time by the defensive coordinator, bringing the outside linebacker a terrific way to give your defense some help in stopping the run.
Luke 45.
Back to pass. Looks down the field. Out of bounds, incomplete. He couldn't get 2 feet in on that one.
Well, that's something receivers work on all the time, dragging that back toe, just unable to do it that time.
Gets the punt away. Carr takes it at the 43. And he's drilled at the 43-yard line. They gave up way too many yards on the return there, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, without a doubt. As part of the coverage team now, you've got to free yourself from that blocker as quickly as possible. And if you can't do that, you're going to give up some big returns.
They give it to the tailback. He's tackled at about the 41. A gain of a yard, if anything, on the run. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Young lines up under center. 3 receivers are split out wide.
Right 20. No. Come on, D.
Toss. He doesn't get back to the line. Tried the run, but there was nothing available.
And if you could make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
Right 20.
He drops back. Gets rid of the ball. Drops the easy pick. So it's 4th down. The Titans lining up to punt. Gets the punt away. It'll go out at the 19. Not much you can do on the return team there.
Great kick and even better coverage. Boy, it sure makes winning the field position battle a lot easier when you have special teamers like this.
The halfback with the carry. Tackled right around the 20-yard line. That's a 2-yard gain. That brings up second down. It's second down and 8 to go. Ball on the 21. Miami lines up in the offset eye this time.
Big play, D. Lou. Come on now.
Nice play fake. Brings it in. And they get him at about the 33-yard line. Pretty good gain right there.
You have so many people on this offense that you have to account for. The tight ends, the wide receivers, the running backs, even the quarterbacks. And now they're throwing to the fullback. That's almost not fair.
Brown takes it up the middle. He's dropped at the 35. The halfback picks up a yard. It's second down and 9 to go. High formation here.
Keep coming. Block, yeah. Wide, check, you all right. I'm trying to get you over there, baby.
They're going to pitch it. He lost yardage on the play. It looked as if the offensive line just collapsed on that play.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat them off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
Here's the give. Brought down at the 39-yard line. He did what he could, but it still won't be enough for a first down.
And defensively, they'll give you a run like that. I mean, it's third down and long situation. And if you want to simply hand the ball off, take it. We'll let you punt the football, and we'll go back and drink some little water.
Punts it. He fields the punt at the 20. The offense takes the field, and we'll see if they can put something together after their last drive ended with a 3-and-out.
Here we go.
Tennessee goes with the ace set here. The Titans put a man in motion. First down, looking to throw. Looking for a receiver. Catch is made. He's brought down at the 38. Excellent pass by the quarterback on that play.
I'm really enjoying watching the timing between this receiver and the quarterback. We're seeing a well-schooled offense now going to work.
Right 20.
And so with 3 in the books, we're locked in a tight one. Our score, the Dolphins 20, the Titans 16. First and 10, ball on the 38-yard line.
Right. Right 20. Stay right.
Here's the give. Dropped behind the line. Nice stop on that play.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
Watch the out.
The defense lines up in the nickel.
Watch draw. Right 20. Right 20. Numbers. Buffalo. Reload.
Sets up the play action. Tackled around the 44-yard line. They get 6 there.
Good vision shown by the quarterback on that play to find the open man. You could see him looking around, then checking it down late for a nice pickup.
Right 20. Wake up, guys. Come on, make a play. Over top, too straight.
Young hands it off. He gets to about the 47-yard line. And what a run.
I thought I was watching a track meet on that one. He got into turn 2 and started leaning. Oh my goodness, was that fast.
Right 20. Right.
He needs to get the pass off. Oh, and he dropped it. Scaife was his intended target on that one, but they can't complete the pass. Second down now with 10 to go. Ball on the 47. White lines up as the single back.
Right 20. Let's see what they got. Let's go. Keep playing.
White takes it up the middle. He's dropped around the 44-yard line. So a pickup of maybe 3, and so it'll be third down. Young comes up to the line. 3 wide receivers split out wide.
Watch the switch.
Throws on the run. He's tackled right around the 30-yard line. He's put up some nice yardage, Chris.
He sure has, but throwing for 300 yards probably isn't quite the same feat it used to be. You know, there's so many rule changes now. The offensive linemen can do a little more holding, use their hands more. Of course, you can't hit the receivers, but it's still a nice landmark.
Right. Close right. We stop the run first.
Gives it off. He makes his way to about the 22. White gains 8 yards on that play. Second down now, 2 yards to go. This is the 9th play of this drive.
Hey, inside. White 20. White 20. Now. Let's go. Hey, empty.
And they get him at about the 17-yard line. That was an impressive run for the first down.
4-yard gain for a first down there. It's nice when you don't always have to throw the ball in that situation.
Go, baby. White 20.
Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. 2nd and 9. And this is the 11th play of the current drive.
Come on, baby. White 20. White 20. Hey. Let's go.
Fakes the run. Throws while on the run. He's finally dragged down, and now it will be 1st and goal. They come out in the nickel. The defense has him surrounded. He couldn't hang on to it. Williams was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. 3 yards for the score now. They're crowding that line of scrimmage.
Let's go, baby.
Watch the hard count.
White 20. White 20.
No, you're good.
Touch.
Here we go, team. Hey, let's go.
He scores, and they'll take the lead. White takes that one in on the ground. Trying to go up by 3, they'll kick the extra point. Point after is good. And here's your drive summary for that last series. And here's the kick. Again from the 4. They get him at the 24-yard line. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. They'll take over at the 24-yard line. Miami sets up in the I. Play action. Short pass to his left. He steps out at the 28-yard line. He delivered a nice throw on that drop back, completing it for a pretty good gain.
You know, there aren't many guys who work any harder than this guy, both in the offseason and during the week of practice. He isn't the most physically gifted quarterback I've ever seen, but you can tell the time he puts in the film room, in the weight room, and he understands the game of football.
Brought down at the 37, and it's the tailback with a big catch.
And tailbacks love that. Anytime they can get into the open field, think about that position. You're constantly pounding the ball inside and getting hit by those big linebackers. Now you get out in open space and you have a chance to make a play.
Fakes the run. Can't stay in bounds, incomplete pass. It looked like he tried to drag his feet as he was going out, but he couldn't get him down.
You know, and sometimes that happens. The quarterback put it in a spot where only he could catch it. The problem was the ball was just a little off target.
Tackled right around the 38-yard line. That's a 3-yard gain, and that makes it 3rd down. 3rd and 7 coming up here. Ball on their own 39. The Dolphins come out with the offset I. McCown drops back to pass. Throws a bullet. Comes down with it. And a great pass by the quarterback to convert for the first.
And what we're seeing out of this quarterback is a variety of throws. Yes, he has the ability to zip it in there when he needs to, but we've also seen some touch throws, a very complete repertoire.
On play action, now he's scrambling. The pass rush gets there, and he's down. What can they do to stop the bleeding here, Chris? They've brought him down 4 times now.
This defense has been getting consistent pressure throughout. Right now, they're just beating them to the punch. They're a little quicker off the ball, a little stronger at the point of impact.
McCown drops back. He passes short. He's dropped at the 45. Fasano gains about 4 yards there. That'll make it 3rd down. 3rd and long here. They'll be forced to convert on 3rd down once again if they hope to keep this drive going. He fakes it. It's picked. And they get him at the 44-yard line. He steps up and makes the big turnover.
Tremendous play by the defense there, but let's face it, that is a turnover that this quarterback is going to have to live with for several weeks to come.
They tackle him for a loss. The offense had a tough time picking up all their blocks on that play.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want, but ultimately this game comes down to one big man against another big man, and that time the defense's big men, they won the battle.
And he will lose yardage on the play. That was a big-time play by a big-time athlete.
If you want to be considered one of the top cornerbacks in the National Football League, everybody has to be able to cover. But the top guys can not only cover, but come up and make big hits like that. Tremendous play.
Young sends a man in motion.
You playing, fellas?
Young hands it off. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. Pretty conservative call for that situation.
Yeah, and especially when you consider that most offenses get between 9 and 12, 13 possessions per game. You call a run in that situation, basically you're taking away one of your opportunities.
Into the end zone for a touchback. On his last drive, the quarterback completed a pass, but to the other team. Throwing another one could be disastrous to this offense. Brown takes it up the middle. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Didn't get anything, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Fasano is the man in motion. Looks to pass. Passes the line. He makes a great open field tackle. So the quarterback scrambles for about 2 yards on the play. Big down for the offense as they try to make up the deficit here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. Rockets it out. Tackled around the 33-yard line. He ran a clean route, and the quarterback got it to him with a good pass. 1st down.
And you can tell there's a lot of confidence between these two guys. The quarterback has faith in these tough situations to go to that receiver and make big plays.
He gets another carry. He didn't get back to the line. I don't think the offense expected the safety to come up on the ball like that.
Well, you know the safeties are going to attack the line of scrimmage against the run, but you just don't expect them to get there so soon that they're going to make the tackle in the backfield.
He's tackled at the 35. 2-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd down. Passing situation for the offense here on 3rd and long. The Titans bring in their dime package. McCown throws, looking for an open man, passes, just lands right off his hand, and the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say, what happened on 3rd down? and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
He gets it away. He muffed it. And he just broke the cardinal rule on that one.
This guy's usually pretty sure-handed. I don't know exactly what caused him to muff that one. My guess, though, is that he didn't get in position to catch it cleanly. People know that you can drop a ball with your hands, but you can also drop it with your feet if your feet aren't in position to make the catch.
Little handoff. Hit and dropped behind the line. He was caught with nowhere to go.
This is a pretty good running back, and if you can hem him up like that, pretty impressive.
White 20. White 20. Over tough, two straight. Rolls.
He's still going. They can't bring him down. He tries to spin, and he is dropped. Well, they wind up in reverse that time. Good push by the defense.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
They go with the run. He tries to spin, but he's brought down. The offense decided to run it there, and they got a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, and all it does is just add a few yards to the punt, which is not bad in this situation. Very seldom in this league are you going to pick up the first down in that third and very long situation. Make a conservative call, add a few yards to the punt.
Gets it away cleanly. Makes the fair catch. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. They'll throw on first down. He throws short, and the defender intercepts it. To the 20, to the 10. He's in, touchdown. Great play by the defender. He was able to take it for 6.
Some defensive players, you don't want to throw it in their zone because it might get intercepted. Some guys, you absolutely don't want to throw it there because they can turn it into a touchdown going the other way.
This should add the extra point. Up and good. With under 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter of play, the score, the Titans 30, the Dolphins 20. Brought down at the 23. The quarterback and his receiver were clearly not on the same page last time, and it led to an interception. The Dolphins come out in a single back formation. The halfback with the carry. And he makes it out to about the 24-yard line. Brown gains about a yard on the play. They'll come out with 3 wide receivers. Looking to throw. Guns it left. Brought down around the 32-yard line. And another connection that goes for good yardage.
And we really see the trust that is developing between this receiver and the quarterback. That if the quarterback has confidence that you're going to be where he thinks you're going to be, he will throw it to you more often than he'll throw it to somebody else.
He throws left, and he catches it. He's brought down around the 39-yard line. Chris, they love to run that play.
Yeah, that's one, if you study this team on tape, you're going to see them go to that in the clutch, and it worked again.
Offset I formation in the backfield. They go with the run. And they get him at the 43-yard line. Brown gains about 4 yards on the play. The defense come out with 5 defensive backs this time. Drops back to pass. Surveys the field. And they get to him. Is there anything they can do to slow this guy down?
Well, if they had the answer, I would have hoped they would have used it before sack number 4. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is when you see all the defensive players laughing and all the offensive linemen hanging their heads.
Drops back. Throws it short. It's completed. Tackled at the 38. Good pass and catch, but it won't be enough to convert.
I always have to snicker a little bit when I see a pass play like that. I can almost hear John Madden talking about, how can you pick up the first down when you complete the pass short of the sticks? What are they thinking about? And he's just so right.
Fields kicks it, and man, did he get a leg into this one. Carr takes it at the 21 around the 32-yard line. It looked for a moment that he might take that one all the way back.
Boy, that was a close one for the coverage team. They were able to wrap him up before he broke it open, but he is on the brink. This coverage team is going to have to start playing with a little more intensity, a little more heart, or they're going to give up a big one.
Dumps it out left, and it's completed. He's brought down at about the 37-yard line. Around 5 yards on the throw that time. Young steps to the line of scrimmage. I formation behind him. 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 5 coming up here.
Like 20. Like what? Watch the run. Left. Hit him in the mouth. Let's go get it, baby.
Throws left, and it's intercepted by the backer. He's tackled at the 38. Well, he looked like he was in the right place at the right time.
Unless you're the quarterback, then he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
McCown looking to throw. Gets the pass away. Knocked out around the 16-yard line. That pass put him over 300 yards for the game.
And what's really impressed me has been his accuracy. He's been squeezing the ball into some tight situations all game. His accuracy has just been tremendous.
He looks to throw on first down. Drops a sure pick. Wilford was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Offset I formation in the backfield. Back to throw. Here's the pass. And they get him at the 9. Pretty nice pickup on the pass that time.
And that's simply good design and execution on the pattern. They work hard all week in practice to make sure that on game day they have that timing down perfectly.
They'll throw for the first. He tries to scramble. There for the catch. That completion won't amount to much, and they'll wind up short of a first on the play.
Very disappointing for an offense to get a completion and not get the first down. The receiver's job there is to make somebody miss. Clearly have to give the defense credit there. They won.
It's good. Good kick that time as he puts it right through. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. The kick team takes the field, and it looks like they'll go for the onside here. And the coach has no other option than to call for the onside kick. The onside attempt. Dropped at the 38. They decide to go for the onside, but they can't recover.
Well, that's really going to hurt their chances now, especially if they can take this good field position and turn it into points.
Like 20. Touch. Clock. Turnover, D. What we got? Hey, you get ready to play some D, baby. No, baby.
Dumps it out right. He's dropped at the 37. Just about a yard on that play. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Titans line up in an I formation. They go with the run. Brought down at the 32-yard line. They get 5 yards on the play, and so it'll be third down. So it's third down now. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. It's the tailback. Brought down behind the line. Looked for a seam, but he wasn't able to find anything.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
He really came through on that long-distance attempt.
You don't make a kick like that without a perfect hold and a perfect snap. But let's give this kicker some credit. That was an extraordinary effort.
He's pushed out at the 32-yard line. Well, if you believe in miracles, then this game is not over yet. But I'll be honest, I don't see any way they could pull this one out.
Well, I always hate to say it's over with time still on the clock, but this one's over. If you want to, time to pad the stats a little bit now. A couple of cheap completions. Go home and tell Mommy you had a great game.
Full start, offense.
He needs to pay a little better attention to what he's doing out there.
I think those are
First down.
just embarrassing. You go back to the huddle and you hang your head and you give it, sorry. Sometimes those linemen look like little kids when they come back after penalties.
Luke 45.
Back to pass. He throws right. Brings this one in. He's brought down at the 33. Fasano made the catch for a gain of 6. So that'll make it second down. Miami using an audible. And he spiked it. From their own 33-yard line. McCown lines up under center. 3 receivers are split out wide. He drops back to pass. Short throw to the right. He's dropped at the 39-yard line. Pretty good gain on that completion, but it won't be enough for the first.
And you could see the defense that time. They knew exactly where those first down chains were. They were going to allow some underneath passes, but then came up and made the tackle, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Big play that time.
He's tackled right around the 50-yard line. What an unbelievable fourth down conversion.
And if you want to know why this quarterback walks around with a little strut, that's exactly why right there. He can make plays like that.
Pass completed. Great open field tackle. And that'll do it for us. Our final in this one is the Titans 33, the Dolphins 23.
Beautiful Minneapolis, Minnesota will be our site for what should be a good matchup between Miami and Minnesota. Let's take Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth, who are getting set for the kickoff.
We won't have to worry about weather conditions as we get ready for the game. Hello, everyone. Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth here, again from the 1. Chris, I have to say I'm excited about this one.
I think the thing is you have to have good quarterback play, because if you have that, you can withstand a lot of adversity. The team with that definitely has an advantage here.
Drops back on first down, and it's picked. At the 30, tackled around the 24-yard line. And that was a poor decision on the part of the quarterback.
And I still don't know why he made that throw. I mean, the coverage was there. There was absolutely no spot to put that ball, and he threw it anyway.
Little handoff. He's hammered in the backfield. Tried the run, but there was nothing available.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
Stiff Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. 4-yard gain, and that makes it 3rd down. One-man backfield. He drops back. Throws to the middle. Hits him square in the hands, but he fails to bring it in.
4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field to try for 3 points. This will be a 39-yard attempt. And he makes it. Pretty good kick that time, and he drives it home for 3 points. Nice job. The kick. Again from the 6. Brought down at the 32-yard line. On his last drive, the quarterback completed a pass, but to the other team. Throwing another one could be disastrous to this offense. McCown hands it off, makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. They get 3 yards on the play.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really put some pressure on this group up front.
Back to throw. Past the line. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. Good work there to get a few yards on the scramble.
Boy, in that kind of situation, you just think that if they're going to pick up the first down on you, they're going to have to do it throwing the football. But that time, the quarterback got out in the open field and got it done.
And they get him at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on that play, and that will bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 49. Ground is the deep back as they line up in the I. On play action. Looks for a man open. And it's knocked down. That last play didn't get them the first, and now they're looking at 3rd down. Minnesota brings in the nickel here. Looks right, throw. And it's caught. Huge tackle, he was gone. He put a lot of air under that one.
Yeah, quarterbacks love throwing those little touch passes like that because it shows their finesse. As a receiver, though, sometimes those little touch lofted passes scare you to death because you're watching the ball and you don't know what's coming at you.
So it's 1st down following the big gain through the air. Only one man back. Tosses it out. He gets to about the 11-yard line. That was an excellent run there to pick up the first.
Yes, sir. He really found a nice hole, was able to exploit it for a good gain. They're going to have to do a better job getting in those running lanes if they're going to stop him consistently.
Play action. McCown lost the ball. The dive on the fumble. Ball came loose, and the defense was right there to pick it up.
It's amazing, isn't it? When that ball gets on the ground, to watch these defenders, watch the intensity change as they're going after that big turnover.
Jackson will look to throw. It's incomplete. Nice job by the defense to force the incompletion by bringing pressure with the blitz.
Yeah, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
What a shot! The misdirection play gets a yard at the most. 3rd down now, 10 yards to go. Taylor is the single setback. Nice play fake. Knocked down. The defender gets a hand on it, and that will bring up 4th down.
I don't know if that's the guy I want to pick on 3rd down when you have to have a conversion. He is tough.
Kluwe will kick it away, and boy, did he get all of this. What a punt. Again, fields it at the 39. They really did a good job keeping him contained on that one.
Boy, he hardly had any room to do anything there. They've got to come up with a better scheme or some better blockers or something. This guy's a good punt returner. He's just not getting any help at all from his teammates.
Pitch out. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. No one picked up the linebacker, and it cost them.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
Toss. They tackle him for a loss. The offensive line didn't get much of a push on that play, and the runner was stuffed.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
He's looking to throw, and they're coming after him. Makes the grab. He's dropped right around the 44-yard line. They were able to complete the pass on the play, but they'll still end up short of the 1st down.
And it's really up to the receiver in that situation to try and split the defenders. He has to find a way to duck his shoulder, to roll his head, do something to they got tackle, but they got it while still moving forward, able to have the 1st down.
Field at 17. Let's see if offense puts him together this time. Thrown 2-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Get the ball out.
They'll go from the I formation. They'll throw on 1st down. Fires it out. Rice was his intended target on that one, but they can't complete the pass. Jackson lines up under center. They'll come out in the single back formation. They hand it off. Brought down at the 38. The ball carrier gives them 6 yards on the ground. 3rd and 4. Ball on their own 38. The defense is in the dime. There are 3 down linemen. Hands it off. Tackle on the 4-yard line. That was stuffed from the get-go.
And it's not very often that I get really excited about defensive line play, but that time the guys up front on defense were just overpowering.
Gets his leg into it, and he got a huge punt here. He fields it at the 17, and he's drilled at the 22-yard line. I'm sure they would have liked to have gotten a little better return out of him there.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't one of his best efforts there. Maybe if he would have gotten a little more help from his blockers, he could have broken one out of there. You know, sometimes it just takes one good block to create a seam to get one up the field.
There's a play fake. Into traffic, and it's picked off. He's tackled at about the 21. And the safety made a really nice play on the ball to get that interception.
You know, this safety is known for his big hits, but that time it was his soft hands that made the difference.
And they get him around the 19-yard line. A gain of 3 yards.
Very effective call that time by the defensive coordinator, bringing the outside linebacker a terrific way to give your defense some help in stopping the run.
Peterson lines up as the lone back. 3 receivers split out wide. They hand it off again. They bring him down in a 1st and goal. And what a run.
Yeah, I thought I was watching a track meet on that one. He got into turn 2 and started leaning. Oh my goodness, was that fast.
And the ref blows this one dead.
Let me tell you something.
Full start, offense.
He moved a little early on that.
I used to always think that offensive linemen should go to the line of scrimmage and hold up either one finger or two fingers and look down when they get confused.
Rice comes in motion. Play fake. He throws on the run. He's dropped at the 7. That'll be 7-yard pickup. That'll bring up second down. 6 more yards for the score. The Vikings go with the I formation. Jackson with the give. And he will lose yardage on the play. I don't think the offense expected the safety to come up on the ball like that.
Well, you know the safeties are going to attack the line of scrimmage against the run, but you just don't expect them to get there so soon that they're going to make the tackle in the backfield.
Back to throw. Passes to the end zone. And he scores. What a play. Nice play call on that one to get the ball in the receiver's hand.
Well, this quarterback isn't always perfect, but when he gets hot, he can make throws like that into small spots that are so impressive.
Point after is good. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Kicks it off. Taken from the 3-yard line. At the 30. And he's drilled. What a hit. The quarterback and his receiver were clearly not on the same page last time, and it led to an interception. They'll throw on first down. Scrambles for yardage. He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage on that scramble. So they'll face a 2nd and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line. Play action. And they get him there for the sack. The quarterback came out of nowhere.
I really love those corner blitzes. Not only do you shake up the quarterback in his reads, but you also get maybe one of the fastest guys on the field coming off the corner, and man, can they get to a quarterback in a hurry.
Looks to pass. Rifles it out there. And he can't hang on to it. Fasano was unable to make the catch on that pass attempt. It's 4th down. The Dolphins line up to punt. Wade is back deep to receive. Fields will punt it, and he absolutely boomed it. Wade fields it at the 29. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return.
No question about it. He needs a little more help out of his blockers than he got right there. This is a dangerous guy, and if he can get in some open space, he can create some problems for you, but just no space to be found there.
Sets up the play action. And he caught it. Knocked out at the 30. That last pass nets a yard, maybe a little less. That'll make it 2nd down. Peterson is the lone setback. 3 receivers in the formation. Handoff up the middle. And they get him at about the 31. The running back gains 2 yards on the carry. Offense with 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Ball on the 32. Give to the tailback. And they didn't get it. That series has to be disappointing for the coaching staff.
Yeah, their poor defense didn't even have time to go over and get a glass of water. All of a sudden, the punter's back on the field, and the defense has to go play again.
He punts it. And they make the fair catch. They were forced to punt on their last drive. They'll go to work at the 22. Brown lines up as the deep back, I formation. The halfback with the carry. He's tackled around the 22-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. From their own 22-yard line. The Dolphins come out in the shotgun. There are 3 receivers wide. Back to throw. Goes through his read. And the pass falls incomplete. This quarterback's not going to get it done with throws like that.
I don't know if the ball slipped out of his hand or what, but that one really wasn't that close for a professional quarterback.
He drops back to pass. Looks down the field. Throws out to the left. Caught out of bounds, incomplete. The quarterback led the receiver just a little too much.
Yeah, he put a little too much on that pass and forced the receiver to make the catch out of bounds.
Football and 3 tickets to a future home game.
Wade fields it at the 40. He's brought down around the 49-yard line. They gave up way too many yards on the return there, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, without a doubt. As part of the coverage team now, you've got to free yourself from that blocker as quickly as possible. And if you can't do that, you're going to give up some big returns.
Drops back on first down. Looking for a receiver. The pass rush got it. Perfect time to send in the extra pass rusher on that play, Chris. They timed the blitz perfectly.
Effective blitzing can really destroy an offensive game plan because you're so used to having time to develop plays down the field. Now you come with a good blitz, and the quarterback just doesn't have time to get it off.
Scans the field. Allen gets his hand on it. Taylor was the intended target on that incomplete pass attempt. 3rd and long, passing situation here. Ball on their own 44. He's looking to throw. He's running out of time. Makes the reception. He's dropped at the 4-yard line. Boy, did he fire that one downfield.
This guy's arm is really something, isn't it? He's not afraid to make any throw at any time.
Offense with 1st and 10 once again after that big gain through the air.
Big play, D. Come on now. Let's get it.
First down, looking to throw. Batted away. Wade was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. They'll face 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 24. Single set backfield.
Let's go get it.
Drops back to pass. Dumps it out left. Knocked out at the 22. Now this will bring up a pretty difficult 3rd down for the offense.
And this is when it's tough to play offense. When it's 3rd down and medium to long situation, generally you're going to face a blitz situation, and your quarterback is now going to be under pressure and probably take a hit.
And it looks short from up here. A 7-yard run by the running back. And it splits the uprights. Nice work putting that one right through the upright. He kicks it. Taken at the 5. And he's drilled. What a hit. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. McCown comes to the line under center. He has 2 tight ends. Here's the give. What a brutal hit. They keep it on the ground, and the halfback gains about 7 yards.
Let's go right. Here we go.
They line up in the I formation. And they get him at about the 39-yard line. Toss play gives them just enough for the first.
Sometimes we focus too much on the blocking on the outside, where in reality it's those interior blocks, the cutting off of the inside linebackers, that allows the running back to pick up a nice gain. That time they executed it and picked up the first down.
Brown again. He's tackled around the 48-yard line. Pickup of about 8. That'll bring up second down. They line up at the 48. McCown is in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers split out wide. He drops back to pass. He's under pressure. The offensive line had some trouble on that one, and he was forced to get rid of it.
And this quarterback's a pretty tough guy, but when you see those big guys running at you, it makes all the difference in the world.
Setting up play action. He's going to take off. He's dropped at the 43-yard line. Chalk up a big gain and a first down for the ball carrier on that one.
Big play that time by a talented player. You can tell in those tough, clutch situations, he wants the ball in his hands.
Drops back on first down. Gets the throw away. Right through his hand. Hims was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. Second down now with 10 to go. Ball on the 43. McCown steps to the line of scrimmage. They'll come out in the single back formation. McCown hands off to the left. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Nothing doing. They stop him for a loss.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go.
The offense facing another third down here as they line up. Minnesota brings in the nickel here. Back to pass. Short throw to the left. Is there for the catch. And they get him at the 36-yard line. They complete the pass on 3rd and long, but they'll end up short of the marker.
You can see the confidence level of this defense. They know they can make open field tackles, and that's probably one of the great lost arts in the game. The ability to make the tackle in the open field and stop them short of the first down. Good play defensively there.
The coaching staff won't be very happy after that miss. They brought him in for the specific purpose of making those kinds of kicks, and a few more of those misses, you might want to start looking to pack up his house because he might just be out of a job. So the score will remain the Dolphins 0, the Vikings 13. Here's the halfback. Tackled around the 49-yard line. A 5-yard gain. That brings up second down. Second down and 5 to go. Ball on the 49-yard line. Minnesota goes with the ace set here. Jackson sends a man in motion. Counter play. They finally force him to the ground at the 21-yard line. It looks like the defense just lost containment there.
And you really have to look at your safety play anytime somebody makes a run of that distance. because the very essence of playing the safety position is you have to be the last guy to protect your end zone.
Excellent gain on the ground will set them up with 1st and 10 once again. They'll go with the run once again. He's brought down at the 17. He picks up 4 yards on the carry. 2 tight ends here. Again with the run. He fights forward to around the 16. Pickup of less than a yard, and that makes it 3rd down. The backfield is in the offset I formation. Jackson back to pass. He throws it. There for the reception. It'll be 1st and goal. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man coverage.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football, but you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure.
Again with the carry. He's dropped at the 1. Peterson picks up 5 yards with the carry. They line up a few feet from the goal line. Peterson alone in the backfield. On the ground with a tailback. He couldn't get anywhere on that one.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to pitch it into the end zone for a touchdown.
I just love seeing what Adrian Peterson has become. And in this league, you have to be a complete player to be a star. And he's become an every down back. It's not enough for him to just create big, long runs. He's blocking better. He's running between the tackles better. A legitimate superstar.
Point after is good. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. And here's the kick. Taken at the 5. And he gets brought down hard. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. The Dolphins come out in the ace formation. Gives to the back. Cuts back, and he's dropped. And that was a nice job to pick up the 1st down.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Gain of 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Out of the I formation. This one might have been a false start on the offense. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
And he definitely moved on that one.
And it's so embarrassing to jump off sides for an offensive player because you know the snap count. But I swear there's so many things going through your mind, especially if the guy across from you is beating you in the head all day. Sometimes you just forget.
Here's the give. The defender gets him to the ground. Just about a 3-yard gain, and so it'll be 3rd down. Offense with 3rd down, 7 yards to go. They'll come out in the I. Tosses it out. Tackled around the 37-yard line, and that will bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's just a big run stop right there. You have a very proud defensive line that was just going to take control of that situation.
He punts it. Wade takes it at the 23. He is hit hard on the play. The offense lines up and is looking to score again after a successful trip to the end zone on their last drive. The Vikings come out in the ace formation. Peterson, the ball carrier. And they get him around the 41-yard line. A nice job of the running back as they pick up a gain of 8. Jackson lines up under center. 3 receivers are split out wide. Little handoff. And he's decleated at the 42. Not a lot on that play.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
3rd and short, and they'll throw for it. Passes to his left. Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Great job to haul in that first down pass.
This team is just so good at executing those short, quick passes and picking up first downs and keeping drives alive.
Throws it out. Completed. He's dropped about the 43-yard line. And another connection that goes for good yardage.
And we really see the trust that is developing between this receiver and the quarterback. That if the quarterback has confidence that you're going to be where he thinks you're going to be, he will throw it to you more often than he'll throw it to somebody else.
Passes on the move. Brought down around the 41-yard line. That was a 3-yard completion, and we'll have 1st and 10 coming up.
Playing quarterback's just like playing golf. Sometimes you get in a rhythm, and right now this quarterback is getting hot.
Looks to pass. Passes to his left. Can't complete it. The defense nearly came away with a sack. They'll have to settle for the incompletion.
And even though the blitz didn't get there that time, it just accelerated that clock in the quarterback's head, forced him to throw it out there a little bit sooner than he wanted, and led to the incompletion.
He's looking to throw. He got decleated. And that makes the second time he's gotten to it.
There are just some days as a pass rusher when those guys are on. I don't know if it's biorhythms or whatever it may be, but there are some days when you can see a guy is just going to be unblockable, and this might be that day.
Jackson drops to throw. Surveys the field. Oh, and he has it go right through his hands. Yankote was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass. The Dolphins have everyone on the line. Looks like they're coming after this one. Gets it away cleanly. The ball will go into the end zone for a touchback. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt. Fullback straight ahead. He fights forward to about the 23. They get 3 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd down. They line up at the 23. The Dolphins come out with the offset eye. Feeds it to the back. He's tackled at the 26-yard line. 3 yards there. That'll bring up 3rd down. So it's 3rd down now. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. On the run, he throws it. makes the catch.
The catch is made.
He ran a
for
clean
first
route, and the
down.
quarterback got it to him with a good pass, first down.
And you can tell there's a lot of confidence between these two guys. The quarterback has faith in these tough situations to go to that receiver and make big plays.
He's dropped for a loss. Nice stop on that play.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
On play action, he's there for the catch. He's brought down at the 45. Nice pass play.
It really was in the 80s that we first started seeing offenses throwing the ball to the fullback. You know, for so many years, those guys were just big blockers.
McCown set to go to the air. He's under a heavy rush, and it's got hammered. Boy, you talk about taking a big hit.
Boy, oh boy, he's got to be feeling that one right now. That is one nasty shot, and honestly, I think people are surprised just to see him get up.
Looks to pass. Throws right. And they get him at the 48-yard line. Short pattern results in a completion for the offense.
You know, that's not one of those plays that's a huge gain by any means, but that's really the essence of an offensive game plan. You have to start hitting some of those short intermediate routes, and that begins to open everything else up.
Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 42. Despite the great effort, it will still bring up fourth. They're trying to pin them deep with a solid punt right here. Fields will punt it, and he absolutely boomed it. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. Setting up play action. Pass is complete. He's dropped right around the 30-yard line. Pretty good gain right there.
You have so many people on this offense that you have to account for. The tight ends, the wide receivers, the running backs, even the quarterbacks. And now they're throwing to the fullback. That's almost not fair.
They go with the run. Hit and drop behind the line. Well, they wind up in reverse that time. Good push by the defense.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
Jackson hands off. And they get him at the 29-yard line. And the halfback has nowhere to go. Third down now, they'll need 11. Ball on the 29. Offset I formation in the backfield. Looks to pass. Passes it deep to the left side. With the catch. Couldn't make the last guy miss. And they connect on the deep ball.
Yeah, I understand that you have to mix it up defensively, but if you're going to take that kind of chance and bring that kind of pressure, you are clearly vulnerable to a big play just like that.
First and 10 once again after that big gain through the air. Minnesota lines up with 3 receivers. Give to the tailback. He doesn't get back to the line. Great penetration there.
Yeah, if you're going to run a delay, you have to at least give your running back time to get the ball. That time, with all the penetration, they almost took the handoff.
They go with the run. He lost yardage on the play. Loss of 2 on the run by the halfback. They'll face a 3rd and 13 situation here. Ball on the 27-yard line. The Vikings put a man in motion. Jackson set to go to the air, looking for a receiver. Incomplete pass to bring up 4th down. We're probably looking at a field goal attempt right here.
The one thing you learn pretty early on in the NFL that settling for field goals usually gets you beat.
Kicks it, got plenty of distance, and it splits the uprights. Here's your drive summary for that last series. He kicks it off. Taken from the 3-yard line. 2 minutes left in the half. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. The offense will take over at the 29-yard line. The Dolphins come out with the offset eye. McCown looking to throw. Guns it out. Bad luck as he drops it. Again was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in. They line up at the 29. McCown lines up under center. 3 wide receivers. McCown set to go to the air with the hard throw out to his left. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. Nothing wrong with that pass. That goes for a good gain.
You know, and when you talk to some of these receivers, they say the real strength of this quarterback is that he throws a very, very catchable ball.
He drops back. Not much time to throw. Knocked out at the 43-yard line. That pass is good for a 1st down.
And he had some zip on that one, didn't he? He reared back and threw that one about as hard as he could.
1 man in the backfield. Back to pass. All kinds of pressure. It's a fumble. They fall on it. They're right there to recover the fumble that time, Chris, and they'll keep possession.
It's not often that a fumbled ball bounces right back to you like that. That was just good luck.
Hagan in motion. Drops back to pass. Gets the pass off. Tackled at the 37. The defense was in great position to stop that play short, bringing up a 3rd down situation.
And when I saw the quarterback drop back that time, I really thought they had something going, but they closed quickly and made a nice play defensively to bring up this 3rd down.
They go with the run. And they get him at the 39-yard line. Got a couple, but will still be short of the mark.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there, the pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
He gets it away. Wade takes it at the 23. He's dropped at the 28-yard line. And as we head to halftime, the score is 23-0. The kick is away. He'll return it from the 1. Drilled at the 32-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. The Vikings line up in an I formation. They'll give it off here. gains his way to the 40-yard line. Looks to be about a 9-yard gain. That'll bring up second down. Peterson alone in the backfield. He's brought down right around the 44-yard line. This defense needs to get a hold of this run game.
Sometimes when you get it back with this kind of talent, it can be so difficult to get him on the ground.
Minnesota goes with the ace set here. Back to throw. And they're coming after him. Threw it right to him, but he can't hang on. Giancote was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass. The Vikings come out showing 3 wide. Jackson with the draw play. He's tackled around the 47-yard line. Peterson comes away with about 2 yards on the draw play.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that.
Drops back to pass. He needs to get rid of it. Brings it in. Tackled at the 47-yard line. And for as good of a catch as that was, this offense now has to deal with a 4th down. Kluwe is the punter. He gets it away. It'll go out at the 25. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. Gives to the back. Brought down at the 26-yard line. They got little there, and that will bring up second down. 2nd and 9. Miami is going with the offset eye backfield. Back to pass. He's under pressure. Griffin picks it off. To the 20. To the 10. And chalk up another one for this defense.
3 picks on the day, and every time you think this offense is starting to get it going, they turn it over again.
First down now. They'll be looking for 6 points here. 1 man in the backfield. Peterson gets it on the inside. He's brought down at the 7. Maybe got a couple of yards, but that's about it.
And Tom, that was because the defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
And they'll run him again. He's dropped at the 1. They call his number, and he carries for 6 yards. They're crowding the line. Peterson gets it on the inside. The running back finds the end zone again.
Consistency, that's what this guy brings to your team. It's like that old beat-up robe that you love to wear. Your wife hates it. You love it. You know it's going to keep you warm. And it's consistently just treating you right over the years. That's what this guy brings. His best performance, game in and game out.
Extra point is good. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. Not a bad kick. From the 8-yard line. They get him at the 29-yard line. The quarterback leads his offense back onto the field after turning it over on their last drive. They line up in the I formation. They're going to pitch it. Out of bounds around the 35-yard line. 4, maybe 5 yards there on the halfback toss. Back to pass. Short pass to his left. He steps out at the 37. Third down now, they'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. Miami at a 4-wide set.
Blue 45! Blue 45! Come on, D, let's get off the field now. Come on, D.
It's a pass on 3rd and short. Interception. And he's got plenty of room to run. To the 10. And they will finally get their hands on him after he makes the huge catch and run at the 7-yard line. The backfield is in the offset I formation. They go with the run. Dropped behind the line. That defensive lineman just seems to have a knack for finding the ball carrier.
You know, listen, I would never want to block a defensive lineman. So, I've seen these guys. I know these guys. They're big and they're nasty. But at least from an offensive standpoint, you have to try to get in their way.
Toss. He's brought down at the 6. Peterson comes away with 2 yards on the carry. Only 5 yards away from the goal line. Taylor is the single setback. To the end zone. Dropped an easy one. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Right down the middle. He put that one right through the upright. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. The kick. He'll return it from the 6. Big hit there to bring him down. It'll be interesting to see how this quarterback reacts after throwing an interception on his last drive. Brown lines up as the single back. Martin is the motion man. Play action. Off his back foot. Catch is made. Tackled at the 46-yard line. You know, Chris, the tight end can be used as such a weapon in the passing game.
And I always find it surprising that tight ends typically don't get drafted very high, but when you think about the skill set, they have to be able to block like a tackle and catch like a wide receiver.
They'll give it off here. They tackle him for a loss. The offense had a tough time picking up all their blocks on that play.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want, but ultimately this game comes down to one big man against another big man, and that time the defense's big men, they will battle.
He drops back to pass. Rifles this one out to the middle. Brought down at the 42. And you won't see the coaching staff complaining about that.
Yeah, coaching staffs generally don't complain about too much when they have a quarterback that has the leadership qualities and the arm strength and the ability that this guy has.
Setting up play action. Comes down with it, and he dropped him in the open field. And that was a close call.
Yeah, barely picking up the first down there and really taking the pressure off the coach of having to make a fourth down decision.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Over top, 2 steps. Come on, lock him down.
Here's the give. He fights forward to about the 33, a gain of 3 yards.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
McCown back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. It's picked. Why did he even make that pass?
Yeah, Tom, I think he got baited into that throw. He thought the defense back was going Eller. He did a little fake, came back in, made the pick. Just a real heads-up play.
They'll give it off here. He's brought down at the 37. The halfback runs for 4 yards. Offset I formation in the backfield. They hand it off. He's dropped at the 44-yard line. Peterson got past the defenders and picked up a solid gain for the first. First down now and 10 to go. Ball on their own 44. Jackson is in the shotgun. He has 4 receivers split out wide. Drops back. The pocket is collapsing. He decides to run. Brought down at about the 45-yard line. 1, maybe 2 yards on the quarterback scramble. From their own 46-yard line. 3 wideouts here. They go with the fullback. He's brought down 48-yard line. A 2-yard carry by the fullback. They come out with 3 wide receivers. He drops back. Dumps it out left. Taylor fumbles. And they fall on the ball. To the 20.
Let's go, boy.
I'm not sure this will have any impact on the outcome of this game.
Well, at least we're still seeing that defense flying around and trying to make plays out there, but they haven't made many here today.
They'll go to work at the 10. The Dolphins come out in a 2 tight end set. McCown hands it left. He took a shot at the 7. 3 yards on the run. Brown lines up as the single back. Tackled at the 3. He picks up 4 yards on the carry. 2 tight end set. Passes, end zone. Henderson bats it down. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
Huge pressure by the defense. And he gets sacked on 4th down. The offense will start at the 10. The Vikings come out with the offset I. Jackson hands it off straight ahead. And they get him at the 14. And he got it. That last rush put him over the 100-yard mark.
They haven't been easy yards to pick up, but in a hard-fought game at the end of the day, especially in the second half, you start seeing running plays working a little bit better than maybe what they did in the first half when that defense was fresh and really flying around out there.
Here's the give. And he's hammered at the 16. He gains a couple of yards on the carry. Offense facing a 3rd and 4. The Vikings line up with 2 tight ends. Linesasser motions to the right side. On play action, passes it to the middle. He's tackled at the 36-yard line. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did, and when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
They go with the run. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. Peterson gains about 5 yards on the run. They line up in an I. Again with the run. Huge hit. About 4 yards on that play, and that makes it 3rd down. 3rd and 1 coming up on this play. Ball on their own 45. The Vikings come out with the offset I. They motion to the left. Looks to pass. Steps up in the pocket. And he catches it. And they get him at the 45. Still not quite enough, however. They'll still be facing 4th down. And watch out, they're going to bring the heat right here. Punts it. The defense really took charge the last time they were on the field. Big set this time with 2 tight ends. And it looked like they jumped early.
False start, offense.
He needs to pay a little better attention to what he's doing out there.
I think those are just embarrassing. You go back to the huddle and you hang your head and you give it, sorry. Sometimes those linemen look like little kids when they come back after penalties.
He's looking to throw. Scans the field. It's completed. He's dropped at the 32-yard line. The completion nets them a gain of 7, so that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun. Back to pass. Throws on the run. Brought down right around the 36-yard line. Hagan picks up about 5 yards with the catch. That'll bring up 3rd down. The Dolphins come out in a single back formation. Man in motion. And they'll try and get the first through the air. He couldn't hang on to it. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And those are the kind of big 3rd down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
Gets the punt away. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. They'll throw on 1st down. Goes through his read. And it's completed. What a hit. Not too bad a pass there.
Not too bad at all. And sometimes those little touch throws are actually more difficult than the bullet passes. Kind of hard to come up with the timing to hit the receiver right in stride, but that was well thrown.
Here's the halfback. He's tackled at the 49-yard line. Peterson only gets about a yard there on the draw.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
He drops back to pass. There for the catch. And he's knocked out at the 42. Peterson caught that one for a gain of 7. So that'll make it 3rd down. 3rd down, a couple of yards for the first. The Vikings come out showing 3 wide. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And they get him at about the 35-yard line. Peterson gained around 6 yards. That'll be enough to get the first. They line up at the 36. Jackson is lined up under center. 3 wide receivers. They'll throw on 1st down. Throws it short. Interception. And they continue to pour it on. Touchdown, Dolphins. And that was the worst possible place to throw that ball.
Yeah, especially because that guy was playing defense, and that guy not only will pick you off, but he'll put points on the board. What a play.
Extra point is good. The kick. It's fielded at the 2. Dropped at the 29-yard line. Quarterback threw a pick on their last drive. Let's see if he's able to shake it off. The Vikings with 4 receivers. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Brought down around the 31-yard line. 2-yard gain. That brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 31-yard line. Peterson is the deep back as they line up in the I. I hate to say this one is decided before it's over, but it's been very one-sided. Our score, the Vikings 33, the Dolphins 7. Here's the give. He's brought down around the 38-yard line. Peterson gets 6 yards on the carry. I formation here. Peterson on the run. He's tackled at the 41-yard line. Peterson did a great job to get past the marker and get the 1st down. Out of the I formation. They'll give it off here. And they get him around the 46-yard line. A 5-yard pickup for the halfback. 2nd and 5. Ball at their own 46. Peterson, the lone back. Jackson hands it off straight ahead. He didn't get back to the line. The defense just ate up that play.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Jackson looking to pass. Throws while on the run. He's dropped in the open field. And a nice pass to the tight end.
So much of the game today revolves around those substitution packages, trying to bring extra defensive backs on the field to try and help against the pass. But when you have a big receiving tight end, that really makes that plan awfully tough to execute.
He's brought down at the 33. Without a doubt, he showed off his incredible speed on that play.
You know, not only the top-end speed, which is so impressive, but speed in and out of his cuts. That's the difference in a great running back. Anytime you can see a guy maintain that speed out of his cuts, that's a guy that has superstar ability.
Throws it. They picked it off. Nice pick for the safety.
You could see the quarterback that time trying to look the safety off, but this safety is simply too smart. He was having none of it and jumped in front to make the interception.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 31. Brown is the deep back as they line up in the I. McCown drops back. He throws on the run. Can't stay in bounds, incomplete pass. They complete the pass, but he was out of bounds when he brought it in.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe throw there where only the receiver can make a play on the ball. Just a little too wide on that one.
McCown back to throw. Brings this one in. Brought down at the 37. Fasano picked up 6 with that grab. They line up at the 37. Brown the lone back. Drops back. Passes to his left. And they get him around the 45-yard line. That one worked pretty well.
It sure did, and I wish all our fans could see what's happening down the field on all our television broadcasts, because so much of the game now is won and lost in the secondary.
Give to the tailback. He's dropped right around the 46-yard line, and he gets a yard on the run. 2nd down and 9 to go. McCown lines up under center. 4 receivers in the formation. He drops back to pass. Crosses the line. Brought down at the 35. That was a big-time run, and with it, he got the 1st down.
Terrific play. Got everything done there except stopping the clock. And I know that sometimes when you're in the middle of a nice gainer out there, it's so difficult to think about going out of bounds because you're thinking, I'm going to break this one for the big one.
A good play fake that time.
It really was. I didn't see it. I thought it was a run play. He pulled it out of there and came up with a nice gain.
Back in the red zone again, where their 3 previous trips resulted in 0 points each time. McCown hands it off. He's brought down at the 19-yard line. Not a lot on that play. That'll bring up 2nd down. McCown back in the shotgun for this one. Drops back. Fires it left. It came loose. Long gets the loose ball. And the receiver found it difficult to hold on to that one.
Well, receivers are supposed to have good hands, but you could see he just got loose with the football there. That elbow swung out away from his body, and it got stripped.
Looks to pass. Short throw to the right. They bring him down, and it's 1st and goal. Nice job by the quarterback to hit tight end for a decent gain.
You know, tight ends may not come up with those real explosive plays down the field all the time, but they sure are a nice target for the quarterback.
He's under a heavy rush. It's incomplete. It looked like he tried to drag his feet as he was going out, but he couldn't get him down.
You know, and sometimes that happens. The quarterback put it in a spot where only he could catch it. The problem was the ball was just a little off target.
They hand it off. Hit hard at the 4. A 2-yard carry by the fullback.
Gain of 2.
So they'll face 3rd down now, 4 yards away from the end zone. McCown sends a man in motion. Passes to the end zone. Griffin catches it. Interception. And just a great interception by the cornerback.
Might want to start thinking about trying to pick on that guy. We've seen all day he has simply been quicker to the spot than the wide receivers coming into his area.
1st and 10. They line this one up in shotgun. 4 wide receivers are split out in the formation. Here's the give. Tackle at the 21. The running back gets about a yard, maybe less. Only one man back. It's the tailback. Gains his way to the 29-yard line. Peterson gains around 8 yards on the run. From their own 29-yard line. There are 4 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. It's a pass on 3rd and short. Pass completed. He's tackled at the 39-yard line. That was a big-time play by the receiver.
And talking to this receiver earlier this week, he told me he had a lot of plays in the playbook, and he thought he was going to have a big day.
Drops back on 1st down. Out of bounds, incomplete. They went with a sideline pass, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
And that would have been a spectacular catch if he'd been able to come up with that one, just thrown a little bit too far outside.
He'll get the call again. And he makes it out to about the 41-yard line. Peterson gains about 2 yards on the run. 3rd down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. Taylor lines up as the deep back, I formation. Taylor on the handoff. What a hit. I don't think he even saw that guy. Got a couple, but will still be short of the marker.
Great play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that.
He punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 36. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. He fakes it. Here's the throw. That one was way off target.
And if you had a guy that big running at you, all you would do is just turn and hide, brother. I know you.
Miami comes out with an I formation. He drops back. The pass is away. He's brought down at the 46-yard line. Strong, accurate throw leads to a pretty good gain.
Now, they didn't pick up the first down that time, but you drop back, you make a good throw like that. Now you're in position to try and pick up this first down.
Looks to pass. Strong throw. Brought down around the 43-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch with the wideout.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set him up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
On play action. Throws it deep. Left side. The defender got there in time to break that play up.
He did. He was able to get his hands on the ball, but if he had missed that one might have turned into a really big play.
You are the winner of a game-worn helmet of your choice at the Stadium Souvenir Shop.
McCown drops back, looking for an open man. Makes the catch, and they get him at the 30. And that one will go for a first.
And really top-notch quarterbacks know how to throw a football in there without leading his receiver into trouble. That was a great throw.
Drops back on first down. He's running out of time. They get to the QB. And can you believe it? That makes sack number 6 for the game.
This is an offensive line that's been known to struggle at times, but 6 sacks, are you kidding me? This is like the swinging gate theory here. Put a body in front of somebody out there. Give the quarterback a chance.
He's looking to throw under heavy pressure, and it's caught. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Nice pass for the quarterback on that one with the defense bearing down on him.
Hey, no need to force it. He just took what the defense gave him there, found the open man, and picked up a few yards.
McCown calls for motion left. Drops back. Rockets it. Oh, and he dropped it. Not a good pass that time, Chris. He forced it right into the coverage.
Whoa, that was really lucky that one wasn't picked off. Not a good decision at all there.
Fasano, the man in motion. Looking to throw. Short throw to the left. He's brought down around the 18-yard line, and that completion gives them a first down. Amazing.
Amazing for you, not so amazing for me. I've seen this quarterback do some incredible things over the years, and he just keeps on rolling.
Hands it to the back. Tackled at the 17. They picked up a yard, and that will bring up second down. 2nd and 9 coming up here. They come out with a big set. Brown takes the give. A gain of a yard, if anything, on the run. 3rd and 9, all on the 17-yard line. 2 extra defensive backs out there on this one. McCown looking to throw. Throws it. Makes the grab. They finally get him, and it looked like he would score, but instead they'll set it up with 1st and goal. The Dolphins line up with an offset eye backfield. Setting up play action. And he caught it. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose about 4 on that play.
You got to give the defense a lot of credit on that one. They made a little correction at the line of scrimmage, and they had that play pegged right from the start.
He drops back to pass. He's going to run. Brought down at the 1. McCown comes away with 5 yards on the scramble there. Big opportunity for the defense here. 3rd down, goal to go. Offset I formation in the backfield. Tosses left. And he will lose yardage on the play. And they were not able to get much there.
And so many times you hear offensive coordinators criticized because they don't try to run the football enough. Well, when you get stuffed in the backfield like that, you understand why they would rather call the pass play.
McCown dropping back. He rolls out to the right. He's hammered in the backfield. They'll go to work at the 12. 1st down now and 10 to go. Peterson gets the call. And they get him at the 12. It looks like they picked up a yard or maybe a little less.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
2 minutes left in the ball game. From their own 12-yard line. Fullback straight ahead. He's dropped right around the 14-yard line. Gain of 3, and that makes it 3rd down. 2 tight ends here. Man in motion.
You fell asleep. Play it. Hey, watch this flag. Keep your eyes open. Keep coming. Come on, G. Let's stop it right now. Come on. I got you. All right. Hey, watch the sideline.
Setting up play action. Makes the reception. He's brought down at the 24-yard line. And a pretty smart play call right there.
It really is so much the key to football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play action pass. Just so hard to defend.
Fullback on the inside give. Tackled about the 27-yard line. That's 4 yards on the play. That brings up second down. The backfield is in the offset I formation.
Get your hands up front. Toby 32, come on. Over right. Tom, alert hook.
This one will finally be over. Our score, the Vikings 33, the Dolphins 7.